Number one, I would say accountability.
Transparency.
This insecurity must be settled. Employment, education, electricity.
I think first and foremost is to have a Christian president. Well, let's have a Christian president. In fact, as a matter of fact, let's utilize this opportunity of Peter Obi, regardless of tribal sentiments.
All right, sir. So, what five qualities do you want the next president of Nigeria to possess? Five qualities.
All right. You said five quality. One, to my own personal understanding, number one, this insecurity must be settled. That is one. Two, the food controlling agency. I know they have food controlling agency. They should look more into it because food is life. Life is food also. Food controlling agency. They should look into it. Three, you look at the electricity. You understand? You look at the electricity. I've given you three now. Then four, you look at the more employment of youths. More employment of youths. As you can see now, so many people who are on the streets working. When you see food you eat, if you not see, you maintain. You can imagine. That is four. Five, let the ogas over there to reshuffle themselves. You can imagine somebody over there has been in a particular place for about 20 years. Shojogun is his family post. Somebody in a particular post has been in a particular post for about 20 years, 30 years. You can imagine when you checkmate all the federals, you will see what I'm talking about there. They should reshuffle them. If you do not reshuffle them, the youth cannot come up. That is why they keep oppressing the youth, oppressing the youth. Because the ones there, they don't want to give space for the youth to come up. And they don't chop elefu. They feed up. When you see most of them very big, the big stomach, they don't want to change. Let there be change. Let there be change. Change is constant. Mostly that security place. It is important for me and you.
Number one, I would say accountability. A suitable president should be accountable for his actions. Number two, I would say transparency.
Okay, Valerie, what five qualities would you want the next president of Nigeria to possess?
Transparency. Honesty, basically. Somebody that should be understanding, someone that should listen, because at the end of the day, they're there to please us as Nigerians. So we want a listening president. We want a president that is unbiased, that is not going to just, segregate and be like, oh, I'm from this place, so let me favor them more. Somebody that is here to fight for human beings and not just a particular tribe. That's what we're looking for, basically.
Yeah, so what five qualities do you want him to possess?
Security, employment, education, electricity. It's very, very important. Job for the citizen. God bless you.
The previous president, the characteristics I can point out that is not good is they are not transparent. Buhari now, the budgets and the funds, if they would line up and say what are these funds used for, they are not transparent enough to come out that this fund is used for this.
Number one, which I feel is very impossible, is transparency. Because I've not really, over the years, we've not seen a leader that has been transparent, in his leadership. Secondly, equity in the distribution of resources, because we don't have equity when it comes to distribution of the funds that are needed. We just have some side. For example, now in this our nation, the northern parts of the country, they don't really have the funds allocated to their side. That's why we have, these people, these Boko Haram people doing a lot of things. There's not, the disbursement of funds there is not huge enough to, curb whatever is going on there. And thirdly, actually, I was not prepared for it. Let me just think. Thirdly, I think we should have a government that wants to put, that should give us light. Yes, we need power supply in this nation. Our power supply system is very poor. We need a 247, and it is possible. We have the money. I don't know what we are using this money for. We have the money. Our government should come up to our rescue, and help us when it comes to this on power supply. And you're talking about quality. I just keep that in quality. And I want a government. I want a leader that is able to take decision. Yeah, a decision maker, not depending or not looking at what one godfather is going to say or what the economy is going to say. And even at that, it has to favor the economy. But because we have a lot of people throwing opinions here and there, you should look for the best and take that step, take that decision, regardless of what some other people. Because sometimes the minority are not always favored, but the majority, the majority opinion should be looked into, and decisions should be made concerning that. The fourth one, my God, it's too much. A God fearing, yeah, I should have put that at first. A God fearing, because when you fear God, you don't fear man. You can only respect a man, but when you fear God, you do that which pleases God, even if man is not pleased. But on the long run, trust me, anything that pleases God is going to, men are going to see it at the end of the day that this thing is actually good for us. Though it was not what we want, but it is what we needed. And they will now see that this is the need that we actually this is the need that we actually that will help us, but we do not want it. But God is saying this is what you need. This is not, I will not give you what you want, but what you need. So a God-fearing leader.
All right, thank you very much, sir.
All right,
Lastly, sir,